some holiday recipes coming up really quickly. I've got a Brussels sprout salad with roasted Brussels sprouts. I've got a roasted chicken. You can use the same technique with your turkey on Thanksgiving or Christmas. I've also got a homemade gravy that you make by scratch, bulletproof. You're gonna love it. Stay tuned, here we go. So we're going to start off by cleaning the Brussels sprout. Brussels sprouts, you're just going to cut the end and you're going to take off a little bit of the loose, just like this. And I like to slice them into 3 slices so they roast very nicely. This is a low sodium, low sugar, low salt, perfect for people on steroids kind of recipe. 1/4 mayo, cup mayo, light mayo, and 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt, 1 cup of grated parmesan, teaspoon of lemon juice, teaspoon of Worcestershire, cracked black pepper. Give it a good mix, and we'll set that aside. I've prepared 3 cups of cabbage, kale, and carrot mix. Beautiful. Now we'll add the Brussels sprouts to the mix that we've made. We'll finish the salad off with some toasted pecans, so it gives it a nice crunch. And that's it. Show you how to do a roasted chicken, same way you can do a turkey. When opening the bird, you want to cut it at the very top, and then you want to cut across right down the middle. This works for any kind of meat and helps when taking the meat out of the package. It keeps all the blood in the bottom of the package, saving you from having a big mess. Then you want to rinse your bird with cool water and pat it dry. At this point, we're going to make some seasonings. A little parsley, a little smoked paprika, a little garlic, and a little black pepper. We'll take the seasonings and set it aside for now. And we're going to take some apples, lime, and onion, cut it up and stuff it in the chicken. You can use oranges or lemons as well. It makes a nice citrusy flavor and it's nice and juicy. You can also stuff in some fresh herbs if you'd like. Make sure to pull the skin away from the meat on all sides of the bird when stuffing in the apples, onions, and limes. Now we'll take half of the seasoning and season the bird for a first time. You want to season the cavity and the back as well. At this point, you want to brush a half a cup of butter all over the bird. After about halfway cooking, you'll want to take the bird out and baste it with the butter that will be in the bottom of the pan. At the very end, we'll add the rest of the seasonings. I think it's ready! You'll want to stick your thermometer in the thickest part of the chicken or turkey. Make sure it's 165. The bimetallic probe is at the very end. You don't want to push it through. The chicken will continue to cook for about 20 minutes as it rests. Let's cut into it and see how it looks. This will be the most juicy chicken that you have had. It is. Look at this. And I cut it down all the way through. Here is your breast, nice and juicy. Look at that. Okay, so then you have the other half of the bird you can save, or you can use it as a showpiece, or you can cut it down just like I did. The trick to making gravy is always going to be the roux, because if you don't make the roux correctly, you're going to either have a thin gravy or you're going to have lumpy gravy. To make sure your roux comes out perfectly, you're going to want to do equal cups of fat to equal cups of flour. For the gravy stock, you can use the insides of some onion or some celery, carrots, whatever you like. So now we're going to let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Put it into my cup. Another trick is to take about a half a cup of white wine, any kind of white wine will do. Pour it into the bottom of your turkey pan, and that will bring up all the little pieces. You'll put the turkey pan on the stove, and you just simmer it lightly so all the little pieces will come up. You may need additional stock, so use prepared chicken stock or use chicken base, about 2 or 3 cups. Base, 3/4 cup oil, and this can be your gravy drippings, the oil from your gravy drippings. If you don't have enough, you can add a little bit more butter, or you can add some vegetable oil or olive oil. You're gonna add that. Make sure it's nice and hot. I have 3/4 cup flour. To make this healthier, you can use almond flour, or you can make a cornstarch slurry at the very end and add it then. Now I'm going to add the stock. First, I'm going to add 2 cups of stock to my roux. I'm going to temper it, so I'm going to put it in kind of slow. Don't want roux balls. See how smooth and beautiful that is? I'll add 2 more cups. Kind of add it slow so you can incorporate it so it all comes together. At this point, I'm going to add a few herbs and just let it simmer a little bit. Now, as you can see, the gravy is a little light, and this is typical for turkey gravy. It's usually light. You want it to cover the back of your spoon and hold on. That's when you know you've got a good consistency. Little trick into making it look gorgeous is this. You want to have some of this. This is a coloring, because sometimes the turkey doesn't give you enough color. So if it's a little light, you only want like 2 drops. That's it. Just a couple drops. And then I like to finish it with a little bit of pepper. Make sure to taste it at this point. That's it. It's beautiful. You'll never have a problem, and you'll never buy gravy again. I hope those 3 recipes helped you out. I've got more coming at you, but for now, here we go. Thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will try to make your idea, your recipe, or talk about whatever you want. See you guys later. Bye-bye!